All right, so we're gonna talk about Big Gipp going in on Jay Z. Apparently, he feels Tupac is better than Jay Z, and that's cool. But I felt like Big Gipp came off as a big ass hater. We could talk about Tupac versus Jay Z, but you got to hear the hateration in Gipp's voice.
Now hold on,
Let,
hold on, hold on,
hold
hold
on,
on.
let me
Go
just
ahead.
say this. If you're at home, let's count how many times he go after Jay Z personally. He talk about his appearance. He talk about Pac appearance, who his girl would have been with. It's just a lot of that kind of personal shots where it's not even about music or the career. Go ahead.
Now we do got to give you a bias. You know, you've been a long time Jay Z supporter. You know,
Mm-hmm.
a fan of his. You know, so
True.
we do gotta put that in play. You
No,
know,
let's put that out there. I'm gonna have some bias because honestly, I prefer Jay Z over Pac. I put Jay Z as a better rapper than Pac personally, but I don't think it's about this. I think that music taste is subjective. There are certain things that are objective. If I have a little box of Tic Tacs and I ask you, is there an even number or an odd number of Tic Tacs in the box, right? We could take those out and count them. It's going to be an odd number or an even number. That's objective, right? We could both agree on that if we're both
yeah.
accepting the laws of reality.
Mm-hmm.
Certain other things are subjective, like does chocolate ice cream taste better than vanilla? All right, if you feel like Pac is better than Jay Z, I'm okay with that. But I just feel like his argument sounded real haterish. Now, I'm gonna bring you to Exhibit A. He's gonna go as far as to say, let's just listen to what he said. I'm gonna try to cue it up. Hold on. Around here, it gets real hateration-ish.
Styles. That's it. If Pac was here, you think if Pac was here, who you think the girl would have been with? Hold up. Hold up. It's about being with the biggest, huh? Who would do it the most? You still can't act. You can't do no movies. You can't do what Pac was doing. Come on, how can you be better than Pac? You one shot Charlie. You just the best at your one shot. That boy was a triple threat. I did groups that were successful, solo albums that were successful, and movies that were successful. Hands down, partner. If he had lived, he would have smoked everything walking. After that album that
Gotta
he
agree
was
with you
doing,
on
he had already
that.
showed us him almost finished with the new album, where he was moving to Atlanta, putting on the slave. He had like this whole little slave.
Listen, I just want everybody to realize he's crystal balling right here. Nigga, you don't know what would have happened if Chalk would have still been around or who would have been here or that. This ain't Minority Report where you could just see what's going on. Like, what is that don't really mean nothing.
I know,
And
but
okay,
I'm saying though, if Pac was alive and he did the same amount of albums like Jay Z doing, we see Jay Z at his executive range. You mean to tell me that Jay Z could be bigger than Pac?
listen, I don't know, bro, but I'd
Right.
rather just deal with reality. I
What
don't
we got
like to
right
deal
now.
with
To me, right
hypotheticals like
now,
what would.
Pac is still bigger than Jay Z. You get what I'm saying?
All right, so
In my opinion.
all right, but another reason why he likes Pac is because he feel like girls like Pac better. Listen what you
I'm going back and I'm gonna start my new label in Atlanta.
wait for it.
He already that shit that he was doing with Death Row was already written out. He was already writing the new album and was gonna say the new label was gonna be in Atlanta. So in his mind, he had already gave Death Row what he owed Death Row. If he had lived, he was gonna be in Atlanta making the new record and the new label. So at the end of the day, if it played out the way it played out, baby, everything that you see now probably wouldn't be what it is. So with me knowing how electric he was when he walked in the room, bro, you had to have all the money to have that kind of about yourself. You wanted the money. You know, the money make people go, hey, you got the money. Pac didn't need no money to make people look at him. Pac was a star without the money. So
This nigga was infatuated.
if I put these two individuals beside each other without the money, hey man, the little bald head man wins the game across the board. Nobody ever recorded as fast as him, put out as many songs as him. And baby, the girls didn't love you like that until you got the money, man. They loved Pac when Pac was Bishop on Juice. You know what I mean? So, hey man, you know what I mean?
Look at it, look at it, look at his eyes, just describing how
he's trying to be funny to me. I mean, it sounds like he's just trying to, you know what I'm saying? He just
all right, but look, that's two, right? That's two, right? Where he talking about appearance type of stuff, right? That's two so far. Let me show you another one. Hold on.
You should have just let that ride on. It ain't nothing but a minute.
Hold on. I don't want to drag them on. I want everybody watching in their entirety, but I'm just giving my little highlights.
When them giants was walking the earth, it wasn't no conversation, bro. Pac could walk in the room and bro, like, hey man, your bitch go look, man.
Come on, man. That's 3 times where the man talk about Pac with the women. You don't see nothing wrong with that. He ain't come off a little haterish to you.
He seemed like he just giving all. I ain't hear him not one time talking about Jay-Z and singled out his name, no.
Nah, this whole thing is about Jay-Z.
Oh, I
you
never
know what I'm
heard.
saying? I think people got their nuts crossed about Jay-Z because Billboard named him the greatest rapper of all time.
Oh.
So bear in mind, Jay-Z is not even saying I'm better than Pac, but he probably would say that. Pac would say he's better than Jay-Z. There's other rappers that say they're better than everybody else. That's kind of the thing that you do. But you know,
so you agree with that? Do you feel like Jay-Z's the greatest rapper of all time?
I think there's a good case to be made for Jay-Z being the best rapper of all time. I don't think everybody's going to agree with that. I don't think there is a rapper where everybody will agree that this is the guy that's the best of all time. But I think you can make a good case for Jay-Z, even a better case for Jay-Z than Pac. Yeah. I mean, he's still here dropping tracks, you know what I'm saying? You didn't believe in that, but you know, God did. Allegedly. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, you talking about these guys who've been gone for a while. This guy is still getting to it. You get what I'm trying to do?
Yeah, but
there's more. There's more.
No.
Are you watching with me? I don't want to start without you. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm letting this go by. Okay, the first little part I want to get to is around the 56-second mark, right? Hold on. I'm gonna pause it right so fast. All right. This should be it. Now he's gonna say something really crazy here. I'll just let him get it out and I'll refute it.
At the same time, it's like you gotta look at Biggie, Pop, and all that as the top 5 because they set the standards. You got 2 dead superstars that you can sit back and listen to their music, look at what they doing, how they doing it to formulate your own. They didn't have nobody to look at. They were the original copies. So right now,
you really believe Tupac didn't have anybody to look at? Honestly, did he say that? He was just
Pac
a pro.
Came up in 90. What Pop was in the 90s, right?
Yeah.
Hip hop came out in the 80s. So
yeah, so Rakim was out. Yeah. KRS-One had been out. Big Daddy Kane had been out.
Pac was a political. Pac was a. I mean, I can't. From what Jay-Z raps about to what Pac raps about, it's like 2 totally different things, though. You know what I mean?
I get that. You could like one more than the other, but we're just dealing with what he said. He said that these guys were the standards. They didn't have nobody that they could look to and be inspired by or something. They just had to come up with shit out of the figments of their imagination or the depths of their imagination, better said.
No, they had
You
some
really
New
believe
York.
that?
No, they had some
Okay.
rappers that they, you know what I mean, that they looked up to. But I get that they are original. They ain't like, Jay-Z used a lot of lines from Biggie and used a lot of lines and stuff. So you know what I mean?
So if somebody uses somebody else's lines, that takes away from them being a good rapper.
It don't take away from them. I ain't never say that. I mean, it takes away from the originality of like their raps. Like, you know what I mean? If I'm
Yeah, so
always
Pac wouldn't do that. Pac wouldn't let nobody like write his raps or say something that another nigga said. He wouldn't do that.
Yeah, I don't think it would do that.
Mm, okay, okay. Also, he says that half of Jay Z's success is because of Beyonce.
Oh,
Now you see the pattern forming here. There's another. Come on, man. Now you that why you keep like you know what I'm saying? Like, hold on, man. Like, you got to hear this for yourself, man.
yeah, he going in. We gonna
Oh.
get copyrighted for this, man.
At the end of the day. But hey, man, half that car cost of that girl, bro. I bet you can't got. I bet Jay-Z can't do no motherfucking $24 million concert for 45 minutes. I mean, come on, bro. Even when they said it was Jay, man, it's been 50 Cent, bro. When 50 came out, I ain't hear no Jay-Z music. It just stopped playing.
Damn, he don't like
Come on,
Jay.
bro.
Oh, now you starting to come along. I'm starting to convince you. This is the cries of a hater.
Yeah, I mean, he going in, he going in. I mean, I can understand his likings of pop, but now he like, he's
And
kind of not giving Jay-Z none of the credit that some things that he
at some
did.
point he does say that Jay-Z is a genius and all of that, but it was way
Oh,
more hate. And I want to also point out a logical fallacy he's committing right here, anecdotal evidence, where he's using his personal experience and making it seem like it was like that for everybody. He's talking about when 50 Cent came out, nobody was listening to Jay-Z. 50 Cent came out with Get Rich or Die Trying in 2003. On that very album, 50 Cent even mentions Jay-Z. On Many Men, he says, if David could go at Goliath with a stone, I could go at Nas and Jigga, both for the throne, something to that effect. So if
yeah.
Jay-Z was nobody, why is he talking about like he trying to take the throne from Jay-Z? And then also, if you really want to get technical, 2003 is the same year that the Black Album came out. It happened to have sold 463,000 copies in its first week. It went platinum 2 years later. So this whole narrative that he's paying that 50 came out and people weren't listening to Jay-Z, maybe that's what it was like for you, brother. But somebody was listening to this guy's music.
Who Big Gipp was with? Outcast? Not Outcast. He was with Goody Mob.
Goody Mob.
Yeah.
And he got this fantasy about Tupac coming and starting the label in Atlanta and stuff like that. Sound like he got a little bias. You know what I'm saying? He thought
Yeah, he
he
definitely
probably
got a little
thought
bias.
he even says that Murder Inc. was bigger than The Rock. He said DMX was bigger than Jay-Z. Honestly, I'm gonna just do something real quick. I'm gonna look up highest selling rapper of all time list.
Oh, Tupac out there.
All right. All right. So let me share that with you. I know that the order of these lists changes sometimes, but just to give like a little indicator of what's going on, though. That was a quick little Google search. It's about 15,000 results, they say. So
Look at Pac up there with 75 M's, bro.
you saying Pac up there, but
That's crazy
for
though. That's what I'm
no,
saying.
no,
Like,
no. Pac is up there. I don't take nothing away from Pac. I like Pac music, but look at
but
where
these
Jay-Z
guys
at.
that are up there, all I'm saying is these guys that are up there, Pac been dead since '96, bro.
I get
That's
what you trying to
amazing.
I get what you trying to say, but Jay-Z is still out here doing it.
Okay, what? Go ahead. I mean, you was
Look
right at
look
the
at this
top.
one. No, I mean like I said, the number switches. If you go around like this list
Flow Rider up
says,
there, bro.
yeah, Flow Rider up there. You feel me? One time for Flow Rider, man.
For
Eminem,
real.
Drake, Kanye, Jay-Z, Tupac at 8. You see, Jay-Z gonna stay up there. He's 5 on this one. So Jay-Z's staying up there. I seen a list where Jay-Z was number 1. All I'm trying to say is it's an
Man, I
argument to
can't
be
believe
had.
Flow Rider
You
got
could
100 M's, bro.
yeah, I don't want to get too far off track, you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? But we could make kind of an empirical argument. We could even make subjective arguments about impact, how the music affected you, influence on other people. All of that stuff we could talk about. But when you start talking about the man, wife, how he looks, how girls are like appreciated Tupac looks better and stuff like that, with the laugh to go along with it, I felt like he came off as a big ass hater. Oh, another thing I want to show you before we get up out of here. Um,
You sure he wasn't just a you sure he wasn't just a content creator?
The art of dialogue. That guy is a content creator, and he was creating content with, the art dude. So yeah, I guess he's a content creator in that regard. But I think he was speaking from the heart, and his heart has a little hate on it, and you need to let that hate go because at this point, it's probably stopping him from healing. You know what I'm saying? It was just too much hate going on, bro. I'm gonna make a really good point once I get this queued up. Right. Oh, all right. All right. All right. Let me share this with you, Bob, because I heard you say something earlier about Tupac, right? He was saying, "Oh, Jay Z was saying other people's lines and all of that." I want you to listen to a very interesting interview on Vlad with Spice One. Are you seeing the screen with me now?
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Spit some stuff over or whatever, but 3 or 4 days, I'll be writing, I'll be going off, man. I was on one and shit.
Okay, and on that song, "Welcome to the Ghetto," you had that line, "I wonder if heaven got a ghetto,"
Yeah,
which Tupac later on used for "I wonder if heaven got a ghetto."
yeah. I have to tell people a lot. A lot of people don't know that shit, man. It's like
Isn't that his man though?
I learned a lot from
Yeah.
each other. You know what I'm saying? As far, he would call me and tell me like, I took your shit, fool. I got that shit on my. I'll be like, what? I call him and tell him, I took some of your shit, my nigga. Check this out. But we collaborated a lot on a lot of things, like even just chopping it up and talking.
Right.
So, what you were saying now about Pac wouldn't have had nobody write his lines or give him a line? Like I thought that's
Bro,
what
he
you.
made a song. Number one, we can't listen to what he's saying that Pac took a lot of his shit. No, I believe Pac probably made a song out of Heaven Was in the Ghetto. He like, oh shoot, yeah, let's make a song out of that. But to be that he stole his lyrics,
No,
that's
that's
a
what
whole
you're.
song.
No, that's what you're saying. But Spice One is saying that Pac said that in his own words. Like I called him up and said, "Yeah, I took your shit." And what Vlad pointed out in that interview is Spice One said something on the song. Pac
Yeah.
heard him say it and used that line and made a whole song out of it.
Right. He made a whole hook out of it. Right. He made a whole song out of it.
So
Just that one.
what's the difference?
That's different. No, that come
Oh
on,
my
man.
God.
I'm gonna tell you how it's
You
different.
got different
I'm
standards
gonna
for
tell
that.
you how it's
You
different. Let
picking
me
and
explain
choosing.
myself.
You
Let
picking
me
and choosing.
explain.
Go
Let
ahead.
me
Go ahead.
explain.
I'll let
We
you
was
explain.
talking about how Jay-Z takes a whole line that somebody actually said. You said that Pac just made a song off of a line that this man said. That's his man. Hey, he made a song like it's not. He's not biting his lyric. He made out of his lyric. He made a whole song out of it. I think that's totally different, man. Than somebody's rapping somebody's actual line. If I'm saying I'm rapping a song on my beat, I'm rapping the same lyric that you said. Pac ain't do that.
You're in denial, my friend. I don't know. I don't know what you miss with that, but hey, the man said it as clear as day. But I get it, man. It's that cognitive dissonance, man. You gonna ride for Pac, like you ain't gonna
I
let
mean, I
facts
want
get
to
in the
y'all
way.
let us know in the comment section. Listen,
All
is that the
right.
same thing? I want to hear what the people got to say. Is that
All
the
right.
same thing that Jay-Z does? Jay-Z has really spit in somebody's actual line.
Rapping is collaborative, man. People give each other lines. It's not like one person in a room coming up with everything. That
I'm cool with
myth
that.
has been dispelled a long time ago. And to act like Pac was above that, you kidding yourself.
I ain't never say that. I'm saying Pac ain't never hear somebody say a line and he raps the same line.
Okay, fine. Let us know in the comments what you think.
Yeah, y'all let me know in the comment section. This would be a good one, man.
All right.
Are we out?
Yeah. Yeah, we outie.